community to welcome Easter morning. There are over 100 Greek Orthodox churches in the UK, and I've come to one of the grandest of them all, St. Sophia's in West London, to find out more.
I'm so pleased to meet
Father
you.
Savvas, what a beautiful church.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you for welcoming.
You're welcome.
Gracious, it is magnificent. This stunning cathedral was built nearly 140 years ago and has one of the biggest Greek Orthodox congregations in the country. Father, I hear that Easter is a pretty big deal here.
It is always. Easter is the greatest feast of the Orthodox Church.
At midnight Mass on Holy Saturday, the 1,000-strong congregation gather and light candles to usher in Easter Sunday.
It is the light of life, the light of Jesus, the light of the resurrection.
I cannot imagine 1,000 people out there all holding candles. It must be very moving.
Yes, it is. It is very emotional. It's very touching, you know. After the Holy Communion, we give them Tsoureki. Tsoureki is the Easter sweet bread. It's like brioche bread, but sweet and traditional for this reason.
The Orthodox tradition is to take a lit candle back home and use it to bless the house.
Here you take the holy light.
Thank you. The Greek Easter foods are just as important as the traditions around them. So Father Savvas is taking me to meet his cousin, who is busy baking next door. And I'm looking forward to a lesson in Tsoureki.
Hello.
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 I'm Mary.
This is my cousin, Catherine.
Very nice
Very
to
nice
see you.
to see you.
I can see you're very busy. I
Yes.
have brought the light from the church from Jerusalem.
Thank you very much.
And it didn't blow out on the
I can see that. That's great. Thank you.
This delicately flavoured Greek Easter bread is full of religious symbolism. And across the Greek community, households make it every Easter to break the Lenten fast.
So we prepare them in advance, and then on the Holy Saturday, after Mass, we can have as many as we like.
So it is very important.
It is, yeah. I think for Greece it's important because, you know, we've been through, German occupation as well, and there was starvation back then. So we are very appreciative of food in general.
Gosh, so it must be very exciting when Easter Sunday comes and you can have all the wonderful foods then.
That's right. It's all, it builds the anticipation.
Katerina's family recipe is made with a dough enriched with butter and eggs.
So it's very sweet, but it's also very aromatic. We have two very much distinctive flavors in there, and that's because we use two spices, mastika and mahlepi. So I have this here for you. So this is tree sap that is sun-dried.
Mastika is made from a tree resin, and mahlepi comes from tiny wild cherry stones that are ground up and give the bread a hint of almond. Katerina splits the dough into 3 sections and plats them together.
The braid symbolizes the Holy Trinity. 3 is quite a magical and a sacred number for us. And traditionally, that's what my grandma used to prepare us from.
I can see you love to hand down the tradition from generation to generation, which is lovely. So what happens to these 3?
Now, a key decoration, if you like, is the red egg. And this is something that we will place here. We like to dye them red because red symbolizes the blood of Christ, and also egg is a symbol for new life.
Yeah.
So we'll add one here at the top. And then we're going to brush the tsoureki with a bit of egg yolk.
Mm-hmm. Shall I do that?
Yes, absolutely.
That'll give it a lovely shine.
Exactly.
Tsoureki is known as the shining bread, a glorious reference to the moment Christ is risen.
So we'll just decorate.
Katerina finishes off with black sesame seeds, then pops it in the oven until it's golden brown.
When we go to church on Saturday, I do get goosebumps when the priest says Christ is risen, because it's very emotional. It's a very moving week, and everyone has, fasted. They have done their preparations, and they're ready to celebrate. It's a reaffirmation of who I am, of my identity as a Greek.
This special bread is made with real affection. It'll be a wonderful addition to my Easter feast.
Can we have it while it's a little bit warm? Absolutely. Let's give it a try. Every time I smell it, it reminds me of Greek Easter.
It's a lovely crumb there, and a glorious colour, and as soft as butter. There's nothing quite like it. That is wonderful.
Thank you.
In fact, I'm going in for some more. I love being with all my grandchildren at Easter, and Katerina Tsoureki has